مرحبا وأهلا وسهلا فيكم. I hope you're well and having a wonderful day. In this session, I'll be talking about the present continuous in Levantine Arabic. As previously, I touched upon the be prefix and the subjunctive, and in today's session, I'll be talking about the continuous. The present continuous, in terms of conjugation, it is absolutely the same as the be prefix conjugation, just simply without the ba. The extra addition here to the present continuous is am. Am, it is the equivalent of ing. ing in English, it comes at the end of the verb. In Arabic, the ing comes before the verb. However, you could easily memorize it, and it's easy to repeat. Simply am followed by the present tense. Let's have a look at the conjugation. On this side, you see the be prefix conjugation, which is بكتب, بتكتب, بتكتبي, بنكتب, بتكتبوا, بيكتب, بتكتب, بيكتبوا. And that's the be prefix present tense. On the other side, we've got the present continuous. As I mentioned, the present continuous is absolutely the same as the be prefix, but without the ba. A unique prefix for the present continuous is called am, which is here highlighted in green. Am. And it is the equivalent of ing in English. In English, we add the ing to the end of the verb. However, in Arabic, it works as a prefix, and we add it before the verb. Am plus your normal conjugation. So this is something very important. If you want to form the present continuous, you would need to add both. Am اكتب, am تكتب, am تكتبي, am نكتب, am تكتبوا, am يكتب, am تكتب, am يكتبوا. In this example, we have the verb katab, which means to write. But instead of katab, it could be any verb, whether it's regular or irregular. So here, instead of the verb katab, you could add any verb. And if a verb is regular, all you need to do is just to go ahead and do your conjugation. And if the verb is irregular, then the irregular forms and changes do apply here. For example, if you've got a middle weak verb such as al, and al is a middle weak verb rooted. When you say I'm saying, am ul, am t'ul, and so on. However, previously, as I mentioned, and probably lots of you do know, that I do conjugate verbs on a weekly basis to help you to practice. So definitely check those conjugations out and give it really good practice every now and then. There are lots of techniques and methods that have been invented in order to practice languages. But with Arabic, there's something called as little as often. The more you invest and put time in, the better you're going to get. I'm afraid there's no magic here. All you need to do is hard work and practice. Now let's have a look at the use of the present continuous. The use of the present continuous, as you see in front of you in the screen, we use it to talk about an action happened or may happen. You could as well use it to talk about events or actions that are happening in the present tense, right now or while you're talking about something. In this example, we'll be talking and using the present continuous to talk and describe immediate events taking place in the current moment. For example, she's eating dinner right now and she cannot answer the phone. هي عم تاكل العشاء هلا وما بتقدر ترد على التليفون. هي عم تاكل العشاء هلا. هي she عم تاكل, she's eating, العشاء dinner, هلا now, وما بتقدر and she's not able, ما بتقدر, ترد, she answers, على التليفون, on the phone. هي عم تاكل العشاء هلا وما بتقدر ترد على التليفون. You can as well use it in the same way for the negative form. For example, they're not watching TV at the moment. هن ما عم يتفرجوا على التلفزيون حاليا. هن ما عم يتفرجوا على التلفزيون حاليا. هن ما عم يتفرجوا على التلفزيون حاليا. We could use it to talk about temporary events. For example, he's studying a new language at the moment. حاليا هو عم يتعلم لغة جديدة. حاليا هو عم يتعلم لغة جديدة. حاليا هو عم يتعلم لغة جديدة. He's applying for lots of vacancies now. هو عم يقدم على وظائف كتيرة هلا. هو عم يقدم على وظائف كتيرة هلا. هو عم يقدم على وظائف كتيرة هلا. They're traveling around South America now. هن عم يسافروا حوالين around أمريكا الجنوبية هلا. هن عم يسافروا حوالين أمريكا الجنوبية هلا. هن عم يسافروا حوالين أمريكا الجنوبية هلا. We could use the present continuous in a new pattern or habit. هالأيام الناس people عم يكتبوا they are writing إيميلات أقل بكتير من السنوات years السابقة ago. We could as well use it to describe regular habit that someone has, whether it's good habit or a bad habit. Let's have a look at this example. أنت دايما عم توصل متأخر مع مواعيد أشغالك. أنت دائما عم توصل متأخر مع مواعيد أشغالك. أنت دائما عم توصل متأخر مع مواعيد أشغالك. أنت دائما you're always عم توصل arriving متأخر which means late مع مواعيد أشغالك your deadlines. مواعيد أشغالك your deadlines. I hope these examples helped you to practice and when to use the present continuous. But now let's have a look at when not to use the present continuous. Well, it's important to bear in mind that you cannot use the present continuous for all events taking place in the present. And you've got this example. Both correct in English and in Arabic. I play the piano every morning, which is correct in both languages, by the way. أنا بعزف البيانو كل صبح. أنا بعزف البيانو كل صبح. أنا بعزف I play البيانو the piano كل صبح every morning. كل صبح every morning. However, you cannot change it to the present continuous unless it's a new habit that you had started. So you cannot say أنا عم أعزف البيانو كل صبح. أنا عم أعزف البيانو كل صبح. So hopefully this helped you to understand a little bit more when to use it and this one when not to use it. Now let's have a look at another case where you are not supposed to use the present continuous with. In both English and Arabic, similarly, we do have certain verbs that are actually non-continuous. These verbs are small number and they're actually counted on fingers. For example, we've got to love, to fear, to want, and to cost. This grammatical point is actually shared between Arabic and English. We've got the example here. رغيف خبز بكلف جنيه. واحد جنيه. رغيف خبز, a loaf of bread, بكلف, costs, واحد جنيه, £1. And what you shouldn't say, رغيف خبز عم يكلف واحد جنيه. Again, رغيف خبز عم يكلف واحد جنيه. This is incorrect and you should not use it. Great. Let me summarize back again. The present continuous in Levantine Arabic, it is absolutely, in terms of the conjugation, like the be prefix present tense. It's absolutely like the be prefix present tense minus the be conjugation in front of every single verb. With the present continuous, we do have am. Am, it is the equivalent of ing. Unlike English, the ing comes at the end of the verb. In Arabic, it comes before every single conjugation and it stays the same and it does not change. In terms of the use, the present continuous, we use it to describe an action happened or may happen. We as well use it to describe events that are happening in the present right now while you are talking about something. And with that, I'll end today's session, and I hope I helped you to understand the present continuous in Levantine Arabic with the examples, with the points, where to use and when not to use the present continuous.